As the crisis in Manipur enters its fourth month, the Prime Minister has once again blamed the opposition for not being interested in a serious debate. I'm Barkha Dutt, you're with the Mojo Story. Our relentless focus on the situation in Manipur continues. We have been on the ground, and today we'll be speaking in moments from now to a member of parliament from outer Manipur who says he wanted to take part in the debate but was not allowed to speak. Remember, Manipur has only two members of parliament in the Lok Sabha. One of these members of parliament will be joining us in a few moments from now. Mr. Lorho Pfoze is in fact with the NPF. We forget that 24% of Manipur actually is represented by the Naga community. Mr. Lorho Pfoze, who is with us. As I said, the focus continues on Manipur. Mr. Pfoze, thank you for joining us. You have said that you wanted to take part in the debate, but you could not. How does that make you feel today, sir?
Yes, Barkha, thank you for inviting me to your channel. Definitely, I, as a member of parliament who represents Outer Manipur, of which the people who are called tribals, who are suffering, who are being violated, who are suffering much of the violence, are being represented by me. I wanted to speak when finally the government allowed the motion on the no confidence motion against the government. I thought that that was the right time that we should speak. But somehow, when many of my friends who belong to the BJP, I think messages had come to me that it is not good for you to speak. And so, though I did not directly approach the speaker for a time, I was told not to speak. In fact, my own friend, who is also from the other parliamentary constituency, also was debarred, not allowed to speak. And so he also told me that it is advisable not to speak. And so I didn't want to hurt the government's sentiments. And so I didn't insist on speaking either. But however, I wanted to, speak on behalf of my people who were being, the pain had come to them, tears had come to them, blood was being shed, and then, hearts were being broken by whatever has been going around. And so for which I also wanted to send a message, but somehow I didn't get a chance.
So you're saying you did not officially ask to speak, but it was conveyed to you informally that it would not be good if you got up to speak. What was the concern? Why were you advised not to speak? There are only two members of parliament. Neither of you spoke. What was the concern?
Yeah. See, the fact is, during the course of the session, but this monsoon session, I had put in a lot of questioning about Manipur. Maybe more than 40, 50 questions were being put, but none of those were picked up in any of the discussion hours. And then I also, when the no confidence motion was also being put, I asked my friend that I have to speak. But then he said, Lorho, it is better you do not speak. So
you placed 50 questions and not one was taken up in any parliamentary discussion, not even one?
Except for one on education. Many of our students have been deprived of when examinations came. They were not able to get a center. They were, supposed to have the examination center in Imphal, and the tribal students could not come. And so that was the only thing that was allowed. But that also because of the disruption, it was not taken up. Otherwise, many of those questions that I put up none of them were picked up.
How does it make you feel today? Your party, the NPF, is an ally of the BJP, right? You're an ally of the government. And do you feel angry? Do you feel dejected today that you could not take part in a national parliamentary debate around your own people, your home state?
Yes, definitely. We feel bad. The fact that I was not allowed, I was not given a chance to speak. In fact, when a debate on Manipur is going on, even if I had not asked for it, they should have asked me to speak. That would have been appropriate for the government also. But when I showed all my intentions to speak, I was told not to speak. So definitely I feel dejected. I feel as though we are being sidelined. And many of my people feel that the member of parliament who represents them should speak. Because I represent not only the Kuki group, I also represent the Naga group, I also represent the Meitei group. All of them have concern for the violence in Manipur. all of them are being affected. Everyone is being affected. There is crying, tears, and hurt, and killings, and bloodshed on all sides. Many people have been suffering. And so I wish that the government takes up appropriate step to bring an end to all of this, because of which I wanted to speak.
And you're saying that even if you had not wanted to speak, actually they should have approached you to speak.
Exactly, because see, I being a member of the alliance, they should have allowed their alliance partner to come and speak. At least if they wanted to see that the violence should be contained, because I represent some of these communities. The government says that there must be peace, peace must be restored. How will peace be restored if I am not allowed to speak, or if I'm not given a chance to at least appeal for peace as well? I think it is only appropriate that the government should ask me to speak too.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's quite ironic that the two members of parliament of Manipur did not speak. And as you said, the government should have asked me to speak, even if you hadn't approached them. Now, who told you or who advised you don't speak? That part is not clear.
Yeah, let me not bring any names, but from the BJP, some of the leaders, they asked me not to speak. So that is, I think, a message enough for me to understand that the government doesn't want me to speak.
You have said that you do not trust the chief minister. You trust the center, but not the chief minister. You said that a few weeks ago. Uh, is that still your position?
I think by the very fact that violence had not been controlled, and even till today, the allegations that the state uh, police forces are still leading on and then allowing violence to the mob to go and do the attack, and then a section of people are being, exploited in such manners. I think that only speaks that the someone at the helm of things is not willing to control the whole situation, and because of which I have often told that it is only because of the central leadership that has given so much of heart, so much of their emotional attachment to our people, that they from look east to they have converted it to act east, and so much development taking place. You could see the development deficits, the imbalance that is there in the hills, in the valley. Things are there. So because of what the government at the center is doing, I absolutely have a lot of confidence on the leadership of the Prime Minister and the Union Home Minister. But when we look at the state, there is absolutely no coordination between the alliance partners. Yes, two of my MLAs are also ministers, but when we as member of parliament or as MLAs who are not holding any such position go to the government to speak to him, he just brushes us aside. He tends to listen, but he doesn't do anything about it.
So but for now, it looks, hearing the Home Minister in Parliament, that Mr. Biren Singh is not being sacked. As an ally, as a partner, what do you have to say about that?
See, there are also certain issues which the Union Home Minister also did say. He said that the state government is cooperative.
Yes.
So, which is why it raises a lot of questions. How about the arms and ammunitions that are the armory that has been looted? How about the continuing violence that has been going on? How about uh, the relief materials that has not been sent to the hills, which are being obstructed by the Mera Paidis or from a section of people? How about in the hills, the lifeline of the Manipur, which supplies everything to the Imphal Valley, also being cut off for a long time? Things are not being under control. So whether all of those things are also being, they have had the tacit approval of the central government, that, that is why the Home Minister says that they are cooperative with the central government. Those are confusions that I have. I wish there is clarity.
Given your concerns about the situation in Manipur, will your party continue to be an alliance partner of the BJP?
I think so far, yes, we will continue to be, because there are political compulsions, though. But let us see when the election times are near, and then what the government does in the next coming few days or weeks. We will see.
Let me ask you a last question. There are now reports, and we were talking to some of the tribal leaders earlier, and they confirmed this, that there were talks on between the central government and the Kuki insurgent groups to reach a peace accord that may have given an autonomous territorial council to the Kuki Sioux demand for this, and that then the violence erupted. What have you heard about this?
Yeah, we also did hear from the media that the government is meeting up with the Sioux group leaders, including the elected representatives, the 10 MLAs.
Yes.
We only hope that, yes, something comes about and then violence is, stopped once and for all. But for violence to go, for peace to actually truly come, the government of India also needs to understand the various complexities that is there between the various communities. Say my community, the Naga community, the Meitei community, in recent times, in the last 2-3 days, they have demanded for NRC. The Kuki groups have come violently against it, saying
Yes.
that we are also members of citizens of India. When I think of this, if Kukis are citizens of India, what is the hassle with NRC being conducted? If they have been, citizens of this thing, there should be no fear. When to the people who are truly citizens of India, the NRC will not affect them. That is there. So, but anyway, that being said, the Nagas have also.
So you would favor an NRC?
I think NRC is a fair deal because in the given context, when Meiteis allegations are going on that immigrants are coming in, when Nagas are also charging that immigrants are coming in, and because the land is being the issue, a lot of the Naga areas are being forcibly occupied by the Kukis and things like that. I'm sure that NRC would definitely do a fair good deal, and they will identify who is who, and then I think
Obviously, the Kukis feel that they're all being called infiltrators, and maybe that's one of the reasons they oppose this. In fact, the spokesperson for the tribal forum, he just told me that Home Minister made a reference to a Kuki Democratic Front in Myanmar, and he said it was conveyed to us that the Home Minister made a slip of tongue. He didn't mean to say Kuki Democratic Forum; he meant to say People's Democratic sort of front in Myanmar. So. Maybe the Kukis are opposing the NRC because they feel that they're all being called infiltrators.
No, that is the point. All Kukis are not infiltrators. Many of them have settled within the boundaries of Manipur and India for a very, very long time. And then even if they have come, even if it is not 100 years as they have claimed, but I think the fact that the state of Manipur has been formed in the year after the merger with the government of India in 1949. After that, they have become part of India. And so even if any NRC is being conducted based on that base year as 51 or 61 or whatever that the government would like to put, if that is so, if they have come before that, there should be no hesitation. There should be no fear. I'm sure their citizenship will be protected. Their rights to the state of Manipur will definitely be protected.
Okay, let me ask you a last question. I've been asking everybody from Manipur this. If you had 2 minutes face to face with the Prime Minister today to talk about Manipur, what would you say?
I would tell him, sir, we need peace. Please come and show your human affection and touch. Bring healing to my land. And in the process of healing the land, you understand everybody's concern. That's what I would say.
I will say one thing, that irrespective of ideology and political affiliation, every resident of Manipur has said the same thing about the Prime Minister. Please come, give us your comfort, give us your human affection, as you just said. Thank you, Mr. Pfoze. I'm sorry you could not speak in Parliament, but the people of India do look forward to hearing more from you, as they have through this program. Thank you very much, and take care.
Thank you very much. I hope this message will go out to the people. Thank you so much.
I hope so. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.